So in today's video, we're once again back on some Destiny 2, and we're not going to be doing a weapon review or any PvP stuff today, but I'm going to be doing something that I've been putting off for quite some time now, which is cleaning out my vault and finally making some space for 2025. And I also moved most exotics that don't have random rolls and aren't craftable onto my characters, because I feel like those don't really matter because you can just pull those from collections. And I only kept armor and random rolls in my vault so I can actually go through those and make some space and delete what I don't need or I don't want. I've been putting this off for quite some time now, and I'm basically just making this video as an excuse to do it. And as dead as this game is right now, I do have some hope of future content being somewhat good, because Sony want to make a return on investment, so they're pretty likely to release some stuff that's kinda good, and I'm probably going to be playing it, so I definitely need some vault space for whatever new loot gets added to the game. Anyways, the goal for today's video is to just basically get at least 100 slots. I would like to get down to maybe 600, maybe even 500. I don't really think I'm going to be able to get that far down, because most of the stuff I have in my vault has been curated over the course of the last 3-4 years that I've been playing this game, so I don't really have that much junk in my vault. Most of the stuff in here kind of has a purpose, or is something that I wanted to keep to make a video on or just use for a build. And I know that they said that they're going to be adding more slots and more vault space soon, so I'm going to try to hold out until then and not delete too much stuff, because I do want to make videos on a lot of the guns that I do have in the vault. And I am a bit of a collector, so I kind of want to have at least one roll of most guns that I find cool in this game. I already deleted a bunch of my sunsetted weapons, and I really regretted that because they now unsunset pretty much everything. And the meta changes so much in Destiny that you never know what is going to be meta or what's going to be good in the next season. But I still do want to try my best to get rid of stuff that I'm just straight up not using and don't really see myself using in the future, or is just a straight up bad roll that shouldn't really be in my vault. And also, if you do spot anything cool that seems interesting that I haven't used, let me know so I can make a video using it. Anyways, enough yapping, let's get to cleaning. And the very first weapon in my vault is Transfiguration. I've barely used this thing. This is a pretty old roll when this thing could still get double damage perks. I don't know if you can still get these two perks on this thing anymore, but in my opinion this is a pretty cool combination, so I don't think I'm going to delete that, and I'll probably make a video on this sometime in the future. My Supremacy, this is a pretty okay PvP roll. I don't really have the PvE god roll because I don't really do raids and I'm too lazy to do the bonus chests. Seems okay. I haven't used this at all either. I have 0 kills on this. Jesus. Slide shot snap is pretty good though, especially if I run Ophidians with this. Keeping that. Definitely keeping that. I definitely need to use this thing. I've been meaning to make a video on this for quite some time now, because the old blast furnace, you could get slide shot on it, which is crazy on a pulse rifle. I don't even know if there's any current pulse rifles that you can get slide shot on it. That's definitely a cool roll. I'm going to keep that. Definitely keeping that. This is my OG spare rations from when it first came out. The roll isn't exactly great. I used to like Swashbuckler. I don't know why, but I've barely used it. Definitely going to be keeping that because it's kind of just more of a sentimental weapon. This is the only Night Watch I have. I think this is like the one you get when you're in New Light. I don't know why this is glitched out, because I didn't do the crafting glitch on this, but it has overflow on it here, but it has subsistence here. I don't know, but it's glitched, so I'm going to keep it. My Only Lonesome, definitely keeping that. Revoker, I'm pretty sure you can pull this from collections. Where is it? Sniper rifles, Revoker. Oh, you can pull it. Okay, I'm definitely going to be deleting that then, because it doesn't really need to be there if I can just pull it from collections. This is my only Blasphemer. The roll is pretty decent. It does have a stability masterwork, but opening shot, hipfire grip, that's not too bad. Sacred Providence, I really do like this roll for PvP. Snapshot, rapid hit, definitely going to keep that. Loud Lullaby, I really like this hand cannon. I hardly see anyone use it, and I know the Neo Muna reskin of it, the round robin, is technically better, but this is one of the only obtainable 120s in the game that you can get slide shot on it, and this roll is not too bad, so I'll keep it. It's the only one I have. Tranquility is my favorite sounding sniper in the game, and this is the only roll that I have, so I'm going to keep that. I have 2 opening shot snapshot Eye of Souls. I mean, this one has a reload speed masterwork, but it does have arrowhead break, which is really good because it gives a nice bump in handling. And my other one has a handling masterwork. Okay, this one's just straight up better actually, so I think I'm gonna delete this one because this one has a reload speed masterwork. Like, both are god rolls, but this one is just better, so I'll just delete this one. My Only Scholar, snap opening, keeping that. My 2 Dire Promises, man, I miss when this thing was like the hand cannon. It's still pretty good, but it's been power crept pretty hard, and the range isn't great since rangefinder is pretty much useless now, but I'm still gonna keep that because this hand cannon was my favorite hand cannon when I got into this game. Still is one of my favorite hand cannons. This roll is still pretty viable. Granted, rangefinder is pretty much useless, but the range is pretty good. It has snapshot. I'll keep that. 2 Enigmas. Those are good rolls. I'm keeping those. True Prophecies. This thing hasn't been good in a while. This thing with Overflow Rampage used to be the most insane hand cannon in the game because you could just get Overflow and just 2-tap everyone at Rampage. Oh my god, I miss when you could 2-tap with Rampage. Definitely going to be keeping that. Explosive is not great, but it's not awful. We'll keep that. And that's a really good roll. I'm keeping that. Definitely keeping those. These 2 are good, and I'm probably never going to touch Deep Stone again, so I'm going to be keeping that. My Steady Hand, one of my favorite hand cannons. I have Slide Snap and Slide Iron Grip. Yeah, my 2 Hawk Moons, keeping those. False Promises. That's Overflow Rampage, but I don't think I'm ever going to be using this, to be honest. I'll probably get rid of that. Expo's pretty good. My 2 Cold Denials, they both have the exact same roll on them. This one has a Stability Masterwork, and this one has a Handling Masterwork. I don't know which one of these to delete. This one has Stability, and that makes the Handling kind of nice. 39 Handling. I think I'm going to delete this one, to be honest. This one's pretty good. You can definitely bump the range up to 70. It's already a Pulse Rifle. I can bump this up to 67, so it's basically the same. I kind of prefer a bit more Handling. Okay, I'll get rid of this one, to be honest. That's a pretty good roll. That's also a pretty good roll. That's a PvE god roll. Definitely keeping that. The old Desperado Messenger. Definitely want to keep that. Iron Reach on that. I don't know if I'm really going to use this. Quick Draw is pretty bad now, but it's the only roll of this thing that I have, so I'll keep it. I have 2 Slide Shot Ignition Codes. This one's really good. And this one's also pretty good. I'd say this one's more of a PvE, and this one could be used for PvP. I'll keep both of them. That one's good. This is really good. If 180s ever become meta, I am ready. I am ready. That's pretty good for PvE. All right, first page done. My pretty much god roll, Fractashite. I do kind of want Quick Draw here, but Slide Shot is really nice, especially when you're using Ophidian, so it doesn't really matter about the handling. This is the only judgment I have, and this is like a 4 out of 5. This, I'm pretty sure, could be Slide Shot. I don't know if you can still get that, but I don't really feel like playing the dungeon, and this has Opening Shot, pretty good range, so I'll keep that. Okay, on this page is my first actual problem. I have too many roses, but we'll get to those in a bit. This roll isn't great, but it's the only one that I have. That's something I'm going to be doing quite a bit. I feel like if I don't have extra rolls of a gun, and I do kind of want to use it, and it's like a raid weapon or a dungeon weapon, I'm probably going to keep it. If it's a world drop, then probably whatever. But something like this, despite it not being excellent, I think I'm still going to keep it. That's a pretty decent roll. That's a pretty good Iasuna. I don't know about this roll. Heating Up. I do like Moving Target a lot, but Heating Up is kind of Increase accuracy and stability, improving recoil. Wait, this is actually kind of a good roll, and I can get max range on it. You know what? I'll keep this. This roll, 61 range. Yeah, I think this Iasuna can go. This one's not too great. This one is Blinding Nades. I'll keep that. And this one is Spike. Yeah, I'll keep both of those. This is like the Wastelander that you get for free, and it's the only one that I have. But the roll's pretty mid, so I think I'll probably just delete this and go for a better one sometime. This seems like pretty decent for PvE. Focus Fury and Overflow, those kind of synergize. And it's the only roll of that sniper that I have. I'll keep it. This Peace of Mind is pretty nice. Elemental Overflow, definitely keep that. I've never used this. As Opening Shot and decent handling too. And slugs are pretty much meta, so yeah, I'll keep that. I do like this shotgun. It was one of the pursuit weapons. I'll keep that. Crafted that, keeping it. Shoot to loot opening. I mean, if scouts ever become meta, they nerfed explosive payload, so I think I'll probably get rid of that one. This is a pretty good PvE roll. Keep that. This thing is craftable now, and I'm pretty sure I do have it. Yeah, there's no option to put a red border on it, so I do already have, even though this is a pretty decent roll with Headseeker, I can craft it, so I'll just get rid of that. This roll's pretty mid. This roll, I mean, I do really like this auto rifle, and this is the only roll of it that I have. This roll isn't excellent, but it's okay. I'll keep it. The only DFA that I have, Rampage on a 140. I don't know. I mean, it is the only one that I'll have, so I'll keep that. My Offstringer. I've barely used this thing. I used to have the non-craftable God roll from like when Menagerie was around, and I deleted it once I crafted this one. But I've barely used it since I've crafted it. I gotta make a video on this hand cannon too, because this is like everyone's favorite 140. Every time I make a video on a hand cannon, people mention Offstringer, so I gotta make a video on this. This Enyo with max range, I'm definitely keeping that. I love that roll. This is my only roll of this thing that I have. The roll's okay. It's not great, Reload Speed Masterwork, but I don't have another one. I'll keep that. It's pretty okay for PvE. Pure Poetry, I'll keep that. I like the gun model for this thing a lot. I mean, the roll's not excellent. The range is still pretty good, though. And honestly, a reload speed masterwork with multi-kill clip kind of do synergize. So, you know, I'll actually keep that. Rapid hit, kill clip, definitely keeping that. Okay, we're finally at my roses now. This is a really nice roll. Moving target snap, definitely gonna keep that. Slide opening, I mean, that's the god roll. Slide snap, that's my favorite roll. Slide explode, that's really good still, even after the nerf. Another slide opening, hold on. Okay, this one just has less range. But it has extended mag though, so when you slide, you get more bullets. Do I keep... I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. Like, it's nice, and it does give extra AE. I think I'll probably keep this because I'd probably use this more on Hunter. And the extra AE would be nice, just jumping in the air with that. Like, yeah, two of the same role, but they both have different purposes. Like, this is probably the role I'd use on every other character. And this is probably the role I'd use on Hunter, and maybe Warlock. I'll keep that. This role is crazy. Max handling and pretty much max range. I'll keep that. This role, explosive payload and rapid hit. This feels like a really good role for dueling, but explosive payload did get nerfed. And I don't really like rapid hit that much. So actually, I think I'll delete this. It's enhanced, but I mean, I'm probably never going to use it now that I have all the slide shot rolls. This is a really nice roll. I've actually used this quite a bit, even after having all the slide shot rolls, because these two perks together feel insane. And another really good dueling roll with rapid hit, Eye of the Storm. This is probably the only other non-slide shot roll I'm going to keep. So even though I have like way too many roses, all the rolls are really good. And I do actually pretty much use all of them, so I'll keep it. That's a really nice roll, not deleting that. Chill clip, my only one, I'll keep that. My only roll of that. This is my only Astral Horizon. And 1-2 punch is pretty cool for PvE, so yeah, I'll keep it. This roll is insane, definitely keeping that. God roll. My only roll of this thing, it does have Elemental and Headseeker, which is pretty nice, so I'll keep that. I think this is another, yeah, it's another pursuit weapon. I do like this. I think I'll keep that. It's a really good roll. This is crafted. Okay, I do have a couple of spare rations here. That's a god roll. This is a really good roll. I do use this one sometimes. This is my favorite roll because it's a 4 out of 5. The only thing I'm missing is opening shot on this. I grinded so much during Season of the Deep and I didn't get a single slide opening roll, and I'm so sad because this is my favorite hand cannon in the game, but this is as close as I'm going to get to a 5 out of 5. I really like this roll. I just started using it. I'm definitely keeping that. Snapshot feels so good on that hand cannon. This used to be one of the OG god rolls for spare rations, and it's really good in 6s with kill clip and the synergy with rapid hit, and I do want to make a video on it, so I think I'm going to keep that. My only Randys, also kill clip rapid hit, I'll keep that. Glissando, what even is this thing? Overflow, hatchling. I feel like this is something I would use in like endgame PvE, maybe, but I don't really see myself ever using like a strand. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I'll keep it. It's the only one. Yeah, I'll keep it. This is the only kept confidence I have, and the roll is complete dog shit. This is the only roll I got for this thing, and I didn't play when it was dropping. And I'm also going to keep it so that when I get my hands on some more harmonizers, I can just craft one. Alright, page number 3. We're slowly getting through this shit. I'm gonna try to speed up here. I've been going pretty slow, but the first 2 pages have like the most stuff that I actually care about. This is also a sniper that I really like. It's probably my favorite looking sniper in the game. Like, this just looks so cool. I don't really have a good roll for it. Like, opening shot's okay. It has handling. An high ground got nerfed, so this roll kind of doesn't matter, but it's another weapon that I want to craft because I didn't play when it was dropping. So I'm just gonna keep these and try to get a couple more from Xur and eventually craft it. I've actually used this thing a little bit, and I do kind of like it, but I know that explosive payload is nerfed, and it's kind of dog shit on 120s, and I know that you can pull this thing from collections, so I think I'm probably going to get rid of this thing, actually. This is the only one of these that I have, and I really like this gun model a lot, and it has fragile focus to kind of make up for not the much range, and it's a 900 RPM, which is getting a buff next season, so I think I'm going to keep that. This is another god roll that I want to make a video on, so I'm going to keep that. Another really good roll. I have 2 Headseeker rolls. Elemental's way nicer, but Encore is really nice too. I think I'll delete this one and keep the Elemental roll, actually. These 2 rolls are actually pretty nice. These are both like god rolls pretty much. Control burst under pressure and fragile focus control burst. I don't know. I'm not really much of a fusion person, but I know they're really good now. And I did just get the God roll Glacio, so I'm going to start using fusions more. Probably try both of these out when I make a video using it, and then I'll just delete whichever one I like less. We're already actually making a decent amount of space, more than I expected. All right, my Unending Tempest. These are both God rolls, and these are both getting buffed next season, so there's no way I'm deleting either one of these. This roll feels so good to use. It's pretty much max range, and it has moving target. I do really want to roll this thing with target lock, because that perk is also getting buffed and pretty much getting brought back to its original glory. PKs with this thing and target lock is going to be meta again next season, but I turned in all my Crucible engrams and I didn't get a single roll with target lock, which is honestly not that surprising with my luck. This is a God roll. This is the PvE God roll. Also PvE God roll. Keep both of these. That's a pretty good roll. Another gun I want to make a video on, the Belisarius. I really got to use these 450s before they get nerfed next season. PvE with kinetic tremors. I want to keep that because it's a primary scout with kinetic. And my PvP roll. Definitely going to keep that. This is my only roll that I have for this thing, and it's not great because of explosive payload, and it's also at 120 RPM, so I'm probably going to delete that. Even though it's the only one, I can just play some trials and grab another one. Tusk of the Boar. I do like this thing. I've used it a little bit. That's a God roll. That's also kind of a God roll. Slice is pretty good. And bait and switch Slideways. I do like Slideways more than Slice. I don't know. I think I'm probably going to delete this one, to be honest. Alright, next up are my multi-mocks. I don't think I'm going to delete any of these, to be honest. These are both, like, God rolls. I love both of those. This one's the roll that I wanted without Iron Reach, and then this one is my PvE God roll. I'm definitely going to keep all of these, to be honest. God roll Blast Furnace. I do have a couple of these, and I don't really use them much. Firefly Desperate Measures. Probably delete that. Firefly can... No, I'm keeping that. That's a really good roll. That's also a really good roll. This one is more for like endgame. This one's a bit more for like higher level PvE content because of kinetic tremors. And this one's a bit for like mid to lower level. This is a pretty good PvP roll, even though Expo is not that great, but I still do like it on that thing. My mountaintops. This one is more for like just jumping around because of Impulse Amplifier. I don't really kill anything with it. And then this one is pretty much the God roll for PvE. Young Joy would Shoot to Loot. I do want to keep that because the Expo Shoot to Loot's actually a really good combo. Discord Snapshot's a God roll. That's also a God roll. That's also a God roll. You know what? Just because it's a shiny and the roll's kind of okay, I'm keeping it. My God roll Shiny Mountaintop. This one's also really good. That one's also good. Firefly. This one's also pretty good. This one's also really good. Damn. I want to make a video on this thing. Precision Instrument Rapid Hit. That's a nice roll. That's pretty good for PvE. Also good for PvE. Those two synergize, but Slide Shot is just so good. I'll keep both. That's a really good roll. That's also a really good roll. Both Slice and Hatchling. Damn. I do want to make a video on this thing too. This is also a God roll. I'm keeping that. Okay, I also have quite a few criminals. Yeah, it goes into the next page. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, all of these are God rolls. So I want to make a video like using all of these and comparing all the rolls, or just make individual videos on each one of these. The last Iron Banner, I had no luck for like the whole 2 weeks, but somehow on the last day of Iron Banner, I got lucky enough to get every single Slideways roll that I wanted from one engram opening. And I do want to test all of these out, and then I'll probably delete some of them that I don't like. Like I'm thinking maybe Kill Clip because Adagio is just better, but I don't know. I'll try all these out for a video and then I'll probably clear some of them out. Definitely keeping that roll. This is kind of I mean, Kill Clip's decent, but I don't really see myself ever using that. Okay, this is Precision Instrument, so I'll probably keep that. Slick Draw Opening, I like that roll. Slideshot Iron Reach, I also like that roll. I don't know about these. I know Warden's Law is actually pretty good for DPS. And I don't know when it's going to be back in Nightfall rotation. This has Vorpal, I'll keep it. Moving Target Zen, I'm going to keep that 100%. And I'm pretty sure this archetype of hand cannon's getting a buff, so I'm definitely keeping that. Okay, I do have quite a few better devils, damn. Definitely keeping that. Definitely keeping that. This is okay, I guess. Damn, this is actually a crazy-ass roll. What the hell? Max range. Okay, I'm definitely keeping that. Okay, I really do be hoarding way too much, but to be fair, all of these rolls are really good for all their respective situations. Actually, I think I'll probably get rid of this roll. Because it's Zen Moment with Enlightened Action, and this is Zen Target. I probably prefer this one in terms of a Zen Moment roll. Yeah, I'll get rid of this one. I'll delete one of them at the very least. Origin Story, Kinetic, keeping that. And that's a PvP God roll, keeping that. I do have quite a few something news. Jesus. That's the God roll. I really like that roll. PvE god roll. Oh, this one can go. I don't really like Explo on 120s. Also a really good roll. This thing is the only way to 2-tap with this thing because you can't get a Dodgeo. Another precision instrument. I did want to try out To the Pain because I haven't tried out this thing. I've tried out like once, I think. I don't know, reading this perk kind of seems like Eye of the Storm in a way, and I do like that. So I don't know, maybe I'll try it out some more and decide if I want to keep it or not, but all the rest of these are absolute god rolls, so I'm not getting rid of any of those. My Controlling Vision, the only roll of this thing that I have, the roll's not great, but it has sideways and pretty good range, so I'll keep it. The Yarovit, I have a couple of these, like 3 of them. Definitely keeping that one. Really good PvE roll. This is pretty much max range. Like, full bore is not great, but the stability is still not awful, even with full bore. I mean, I don't really use it. I'll probably make a video on it sometime, but I think I like this roll more, so I'm going to delete this one. Alright, I do have quite a few Exuviers, and I haven't really tried this thing much. Encore Precision Instrument. This is a really good roll. Damn. Lone Wolf. I'm keeping that one. Keeping that one. PvE God roll. Okay, never mind. All these are really good. This is like the new Double Fire GL from this season. Sideways Chain Reaction, keeping that. Envious Chill Clip, definitely keeping that. Damn, this is also a good roll. And this one has Slideways Chill Clip and Blinding Nades. Okay, I kind of... You know what? I'm going to keep all of these. I'll try them out, maybe delete one of them, but all these rolls seem like something that I would actually use. Tanisha's Masteries, both of them with Chill Clip. I'll probably keep both. I know Reverberation isn't great. Loose Change is better. You know what? I'll delete this one. My Deadlock, the shotgun that I've been grinding for months for, and this is still the only good roll of it that I've gotten, which honestly isn't bad. It has a range master work and it's pretty much a 4 out of 5. You don't really need Accurized here because you get max range with closing time. Every single perk on this shotgun is perfect, and honestly, if I don't get a better roll, I won't be too mad because it does feel really good, regardless of not having a Lone Wolf or Threat Detector here, but I would still like the God roll, so I'm going to keep grinding for it. This is my PvE roll with Trench Barrel. I haven't tried these glaives out yet, so I don't really want to delete them, but they all have Chill Clip on them, and I know that you can do some crazy shit with this. I'm probably going to try them out, see which roll's better, and then I'll decide on which one to delete, but all of these look like really good rolls. Fair Judgment, I do want to try this thing out and make a video on it. I know this is this season's pursuit weapon, and I've seen some people say that it's pretty good, and it does have a really good PvP combo on it, and a really good PvE combo, so I'm probably going to keep that, make a video on it. The only bow from Garden that I have, and the roll looks okay, I'll keep that. Kinetic Tremors, I'll keep that. Lone Wolf Ooh, I didn't even know I had this. You know what? Lone Wolf, everything on here is good. I don't know about Desperate Measures, but everything else is really good. I'll keep that. Chroma Rush with Kinetic Subsistence, that's a really good roll. I'm keeping that. Target Lock Killing Wind. Damn. Oh my god, I didn't even know I had this. What? Okay, this thing is going to be insane next season. I'm definitely keeping that. PvE God roll for that. Yup. The old God roll for the Bygones with High Ground that got nerfed. It's still pretty good, only after you get a kill and get the damage perk rolling, because now just like sitting on top of stuff doesn't really give you enough stacks of this thing to 2-burst anymore. Like, it's still pretty good, but I'm definitely going to be farming for a Zen Headseeker roll from now on. PvE God roll, also PvE God roll. This is the only Headseeker roll I have, but it's pretty mid, so I'm going to delete that. Desperado, no. Braytech, that's a really good roll. That's also a really good roll. And that's also a really good roll. I'll keep all 3, whatever. My God roll, Stay Frosty, that I just recorded a video on using. This thing feels insane. It's one of my new favorite pulse rifles, and it's getting buffed next season, so this is probably going to be like the meta pulse rifle over Elsie's after the nerf. I kind of want to try out this roll with Kill Clip and Desperado, so I'll keep that. If I don't like it, I'll delete it. Headseeker, yeah, I'll keep that. And that's also a really good roll. Wait, I have 4 of these. Wait, this also has the same roll as the last one. But this one has Kill Clip, but I do have a Lone Wolf Kill Clip. I mean, this one has range, though. That's the only problem. I mean, this one still has pretty good range, 53, and I can slap this on there. You know what? Actually, this one's getting deleted. Okay, we're finally moving on to energy weapons. Alright, starting off with energies, we have the Trust. I don't know why this shows not the perks that are selected. Oh wait, you actually can't get it from collections. Oh damn, I was actually about to delete that, never mind. Even though this roll isn't great, I feel like for PvE with Dragonfly and Explo, that could be kind of cool. Kind of like a novelty weapon, and if 180s ever become better, I'll probably try it out. Tyranny of Heaven. I don't even remember ever using this thing. It's the only roll of it that I have. I don't know if this is good or not. I'll probably keep it. It's the only one I have. What the hell is this thing? I didn't even know I had this. Kill clip and rampage on a fusion rifle? What the fuck is this? Okay, just because of how crazy this thing is, and I don't even know if you can get this anymore, I'm probably gonna keep that. My Nation of Beasts that I've used a total of 2 times. I'll probably make a video using this thing. It is an older roll, but it's a 140. It's pretty good. The perks on it are okay. It has decent range. I know Rampage isn't great on 140s, but Zen Moment's pretty cool. The range is okay. And it's the only one that I have, so I'll keep it. My Waking Vigil. I deleted my old roll. This one's a little bit newer. I also barely used it. This is a pretty good roll though. Snap opening, range is okay. I'll probably make a video on this thing too. Vouchsafe. This is the only roll of this thing that I have, but I don't ever see myself using this thing, to be honest. Okay, this is a pretty crazy roll. Handling, pretty good range, opening shot, and elemental. On arc, this thing would probably go crazy. One of the only old sunset weapons that I ended up keeping. I wish I kept more. I really regret deleting stuff like my Dustrock Blues, even though they basically just added a reskin of it back to the game in the form of the Scavenger's Fate, but still, I wish I kept my older guns. This roll actually seems pretty okay. Actually, yeah, and it's such an old gun, I'm definitely gonna keep it. That's a pretty fun roll, keeping that. Main ingredient. I know that this thing is actually pretty decent, and it's the only roll that I have, so I'll keep it. Luna's and Not Forgotten, I can't delete those. My Horror's Lease with Rangefinder and Kill Clip. That's actually a pretty okay roll. Kill clip on this thing would go kind of crazy. It is a rapid fire, but kill clip can make up for the damage. Snapshot, only roll of this thing that I have. I love the gun model on this thing. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping that too. Some of the old forge weapons. I gotta make videos on these things. I have not used this thing a single time. I know there's a couple of reskins of this auto in the game, but it's also just such an old weapon from when I literally started playing the game, so I can't delete that. And also this thing has a really good roll on it. Damn. I love the way these older weapons look. I know there's reskins of them in the game now with better perks, but I don't know. I'm keeping the older weapons. I don't care. The Recluse, I don't know. I mean, it's still good, but I'm pretty sure I can pull this thing from collections, and the newer versions that I have of it are just better. And I don't really see myself ever using this thing, and I think you can pull it from collections just like these other weapons, so I'll probably delete this just for space. God Roll 9 Hunger, barely used it, but I definitely want to make a video on it. And the God Roll PvE roll, so I have PvP and PvE. Yeah, I'll keep those. My Outlast. I have the new, like, Taken version of this thing that's Strand, and this roll's not really that good, so I'll probably delete this. This thing is kind of I don't really see myself ever using this thing. Maybe for PvP though. Clearly I did use it at one point. I don't really use GLs in PvP at all though. I don't even remember using this. It does have quick draw and proximity with velocity. This feels like a pretty funny like PvP weapon to use. I don't know if you can get this thing anymore, and I don't really have that many PvP GLs. So, You know what? This is one of those weapons that I should delete, but I'm gonna keep it. And that's an extremely good PvE roll, so I'm also keeping that. My beloved, my favorite sniper rifle in the entire game. I remember playing Menagerie so much for this thing to try to get Snapshot Quick Draw, and this is like my absolute favorite sniper in the entire game. The way it looks, sounds, and feels, this thing is just so nice. But I'm too lazy to get the craftable version, so I'm just gonna keep this one. Apostate. That's a 140. It does have Snapshot. So at the very least, I'll probably make a video on it, but besides that, I'll probably delete it after. The old Ancient Gospel, I know this thing is craftable now, and you used to be able to get slide shot on it. Sadly, the new one doesn't have slide shot on it. I don't know why they did that. That's like the best perk for hand cannons. I'm probably just going to make a video on this thing and then get a newer version of it with better perks. My old Prophet of Doom from like the 2 times that I played the raid, it has pretty good range and it has opening shot. The handling could be better, and I wish I had threat detector here, but it has the main perks that I want, and if I throw on Ophidians, it kind of makes up for not having threat detector. And I'm too lazy to grind the raid for a craftable version of it, so I'm just going to keep this. I absolutely love the Reckless Oracle. I wish there was more like big drum mag rapid fire autos in this game, because I love how that feels. And this is a pretty okay PvE roll. I'm going to keep it. High impact reserves on this thing, definitely keeping that. Pretty decent PvE roll. My only roll of this thing, Overflow seems pretty nice actually on a 600. I do like the way it looks. Yeah, I'll keep it. My 7th Seraph, that's a PvE roll, and I have the PvP roll with Snapshot and max range. my old 7th Seraph. I remember this being my main shotgun that I got when I first got into the game, the only good roll shotgun I had. And it was always so frustrating to lose shotgun duels to Fell winners when this was the only shotgun that I had. But I do still like this thing, and I'm probably going to keep it. And the roll is honestly still pretty good with quick draw snap, so I'm probably going to keep it. 7th Seraph. This is a pretty good roll for this thing too, for PvE. Definitely going to keep that. My normal summoner, I don't really know if this is that good of a roll, to be honest. I'm probably gonna delete this, to be honest. Like, this is an okay roll, but the newer version is just so much better. And I also have an adept one with Zen Moment that I like using way more, so I'm probably just gonna delete this one. Then we have the old Trials Fusion. It has slide shot on it and kickstart. I'll probably try it, and if I don't like it, I'll delete it. And the Fell winners. This is the shotgun that I have the most kills on out of every shotgun. I remember being so happy when they finally added this back into the game, because I would always lose all my shotgun duels to this thing. And I literally got into Destiny a few months after this thing was in the game, so I couldn't get it. And I was so happy when they finally brought it back, because I finally had the best shotgun in the game, and then they nerfed it and took quick draw off of it. So, and now it's just complete dog shit. But I still really like how it looks, and I do have a lot of memories with this thing, so I'm probably gonna keep it. Man, the Fell winner. I don't know what this thing is. I'm gonna delete that. I use this thing in some strikes. It's definitely really useful when there's a bunch of like arc shield enemies. This is okay too. Dragonfly snapshot, I'll keep that. My only posterity, this is also a pretty decent roll, I'll keep it. My only trustee, I'll keep that too. Adored, I do like the Adored a lot, and I'm definitely gonna keep this, but I do still like Beloved way more, especially because it has quick draw on it. I don't really like how it feels with Killing Wind, it's kind of slow. Headseeker Stars and Shadow, keeping that. Slide shot, yeah, it's a pretty good roll. I'd say this one's better, to be honest. The handling's already really good, so it doesn't really matter to have. I mean, the range is a bit farther on this, but this one is not. I think I'll keep the slide shot one. My Adept Summoner with Zen Moment, I'll probably keep that. Arctic Haze, I do want to really try this thing out. It's a 720 RPM, which is my favorite RPM, and it's the only one I have, so I'll keep it. The old Glacial God Roll with Under Pressure, High Impact, I barely use it because I don't really like fusion rifles, but I'll probably make a video when I try the new version, and I'll compare it to this one, so I'll keep it. My Blinding Nades Truth Teller, this thing got me through so many strikes and GMs back when I used to grind PvE. Nature of the Beast with a pretty okay roll, I'll keep this if 180s ever become meta. PvE Death Adder, definitely gonna keep that. That's a weird roll. Slide shot, opening shot on a Widow's Bite. How's the handling on this thing? 68, that's okay. I mean, it's such a good roll, but just not really on a sniper. Like slide shot, opening shot, I don't really think so. I'll delete that. The only one of those that I have, that's a pretty good roll. That's also a pretty good roll. PvP roll, PvE roll. I tried this thing a little bit and I do like it a lot. I'm probably gonna make a video on it. After I got my Legato, I started trying out more slugs that I had in my vault, and I do really like this roll, so I'll probably make a video on it eventually. That's a PvP god roll. Salvagers used to be one of my favorite PvE weapons. I know I did just delete a sniper with the same roll, but this is the only far future I have, and I really like the sniper. Another sniper that kind of looks like the Barrett. Now my Igniuses. I do kind of like all of these, to be honest. I haven't really played Trials at all recently, so I only have the old Adept ones, and I don't really feel like grinding Trials, especially with how many cheaters. I just don't really enjoy Trials, so I'll probably just keep these since I'm probably never really going to get new Igniuses. And also after the 120 buff, you don't really need Precision Instrument, so these rolls are just as good now as the newer ones, because you can still two-head one body even without Precision, so I'm probably just going to keep these. That's a pretty cool roll for PvE. It's the only Shadow price I have, so I'll keep it. This is my God roll non-adept Pally. I miss when this thing was meta. I wish they'd bring it back so bad. This is my max range roll. Yeah, it has subsistence and rangefinder. Both these perks are pretty much worthless, but everything else on it is pretty good, and it has max range, so I'll keep that. And this is my other adept god roll, so I'll probably keep all my Pallies. Frozen Orbit, I do like the sniper. It's the only good roll of it that I have. I'll keep it. The old bottom dollar. I remember I got this thing exactly when they nerfed 2-tap Rampage on this thing, and I literally tried it out for one game after finally getting the Rampage slide shot roll I wanted, and then they ended up nerfing Rampage so it couldn't 2-tap anymore, and I tried it for one game and just never used it again. But it's still a 120 with slide shot, so I'm going to keep it. This is the Gambit Fusion Rifle. It's pretty good. It's hip fire and high impact. I'll probably keep that. PvE God roll, another PvE God roll. Under pressure, I'd probably use this in PvP, to be honest. I've never tried this roll, but this roll is really good. I'll just keep both. Why not? Pretty good PvE roll. Pretty good PvP roll. The only found verdict that I have. This thing feels really good despite the perks. Actually, the perks are okay on this thing, and it feels really good because it's just so long. And in Destiny, if the gun model is longer, it just equals more range because that's just how Bungie's spaghetti code works. And the only thing missing on this thing is opening shot, which is pretty much the most important perk on shotguns, but I don't really feel like playing that raid, and this roll is good enough, so I'll keep it. And it's also the only one that I have. Null Composure. I know this thing's pretty okay. It does have high impact, so I'll keep that. This is a really good roll. Damn. Snapshot, opening shot. Definitely gonna try that out. I have so many good snipers, and I just don't use them because I don't really snipe. I gotta start trying them. Pretty good Finite with Iron Reach. The only Shayuras that I have, Kill Clip Dynamic, that's pretty good. Tap the Trigger Overflow, that's an interesting roll. Not really, I mean, not really. I'm probably gonna delete that. Don't really see myself using it. That's a really good PvE roll. This is 1-2 punch on a 140, so I'll keep that for PvE. It's the only one of those that I have. I want to try this bow because it has Adagio. I don't know how that's going to work, but I want to try it out, so I'll keep that. That's a pretty decent roll. Also, only one that I have. Pretty good. Probably delete this. Don't ever see myself using that. The only sudden death that I have, I do really like the shotgun. I'll keep that. That's a really good roll. I don't know if this is good. It has 54 kills on it. I don't know if those are PvE or PvP. I don't ever remember using this thing. It is a 140 with slide shot, but time payload is pretty bad, I think. I don't know. I'll keep it though. Really good 1,000-yard stare. The only good Matador that I ever got after farming that boss for like weeks on end. And this is the best I got. I never once got threat detector and opening shot together, so this is pretty much the best I got before I gave up on farming it. I love this gun. I definitely want to craft a PvP roll and try it out because I've only really used it in PvE. I don't really know why. It's the BR from Halo. I don't know why I haven't used this in PvP yet, but this PvE roll is insane. The roll's pretty good. Also the only one that I have. I don't even know what this thing is, but it does have successful warm-up and range, so maybe I'll try it out for a video. I don't know. I don't even remember ever using it, to be honest. Crafted glaive. Only one of these that I have. Also another bow I want to try. Really good auto rifle. Another weird 180. These two perks kind of synergize, and kill clip is pretty much the only perk that makes 180s viable, so I guess I'll keep it. Isha's Embrace with multi-kill clip. Yeah, I guess I'll keep it. Another good PvE roll. Another fusion that I've just never used. Reservoir Burst. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to keep that. Funnel Web for PvP and PvE. I love both those rolls, keeping that. My god roll, Cantata, that I haven't used a single time, and I need to make a video on this thing because a lot of people have told me that it's really good, and I just have a god roll of it sitting in my vault, and I've just never used it. I don't really like Suros hand cannons though. I kind of hate how they sound and feel, but this is a really good roll, so maybe it'll change my mind. Snapshot roll for that, keeping that. I don't know if that's good, but I'm gonna keep it because it's a glaive. I really like the way the shotgun looks, and I do have it crafted, so I'll probably make a video on it, trying it out soon. I've used it once, but I really like the way this thing looks. I know it's a lightweight, so it's probably the worst frame besides rapid fires, but I don't know. It looks really cool, and the perks on it are really good, and it's crafted, so I'll probably try it out and make a video on it. That seems like a pretty good PvE roll. This is a really funny roll. I looked at this the other day, and I was like, what the hell even are these two perks? I know Iron Grip is really good, but I've never used a gun with air assault on this, so I kind of want to try this thing out on Hunter, and maybe make a video on it, just jumping around in the air and see how good it feels mid-air shooting. Pretty good roll for that thing. Another shoot to Explo Scout. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good for PvE. I'll keep it. Galu with Snapshot, I'll keep that. Volt Shot, definitely keeping that. My god roll, Mindbenders that I barely used. I'm so sad that I don't have the old quick draw roll, but I just didn't play the game back then. But the Mindbenders is my favorite shotgun in terms of look and feel, even though it's not the best. It's kind of like spare rations. It's like I love spare benders, but they're just both not as good anymore. But I'm definitely keeping that. I'll probably make a video using it when I start using more like nostalgic weapons for videos. And I know I've already said I'll make a video on probably like the last 100 weapons, but the whole goal of me getting all of these weapons in the first place was to make videos on all of them, and I'm probably going to move on from Destiny once I finish making videos on all the guns that I want to use that are in my vault. And once I finish doing that, I'm probably going to move on from Destiny and only really come back and make videos on the game when new guns come out to make videos on. PvE roll for it. This is a god roll Mecha Bray, and I haven't used this once. I have this old god roll, and I also do have the new one. I don't really know where it is, but I know that this is one of the best snipers in the game, and I'm probably going to also make a video on this thing soon. Really good PvE roll. I don't know about this. Oh, it's craftable. This roll is not great, but I'll probably craft it into a better roll eventually. I don't even know what this thing is. Pulse rifle. This is another pursuit weapon. I'll probably make a video on this thing eventually and also delete it because I know you can pull this from collections. Icolos with Vorpal, definitely keep that. Another PvP god roll, another PvE god roll. That's a really good roll for PvE. That seems alright. And it's also the only one I have. I'll keep that. God roll Mindbenders. Another god roll Mindbenders. This one has more handling. Oh, but this one has assault mag. And this one has extended. Oh yeah, this is my hunter roll. I forgot. Yeah, I'll keep both of those. This is the one I use on Warlock because I don't really need Threat Detector because I use Ophidians and Snapshot just feels really good. I just got this Slideways roll. I'm probably going to try it out. I haven't tried out this thing with Slideways once yet, and I know it does feel okay because it gives handling, but I don't know. We'll see. And this roll with Incandescent's pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll keep all my Mindbenders. Wait, I have another Trust, but this one has Opening Shot on it. I'll keep it. Cascade Point on this. I don't know. Cascade Point's pretty cool, though. Which one of these do I keep? Feeding Frenzy, Cascade Point, or I think Envious with Incandescent's definitely way better. I'll delete this one. We hit 666. Still pretty far from deleting 100 though, but making pretty good progress, better than I expected. Harsh Language. That's a pretty mid-roll. Don't think I'll keep that. Another one. Destabilizing and Envious. Seems like a pretty crazy roll, actually. I'll keep that. This Hand in Hand I got pretty recently. I've been wanting a good roll of this thing for such a long time. I know the stats on it suck, but the sound and look of this shotgun is one of my favorites in the game. And it can get Elemental Capacitor on it with Slide Shot to kind of make up for the range. I'm definitely going to try this shotgun out for a video pretty soon. Volt Shot, definitely keep that. 2 Volt Shot rolls. Shot Swap, or I'll probably keep the Shot Swap instead of Feeding Frenzy. Might craft Targeted Redaction. I definitely need to take Explosive Payload off of this thing now that it's nerfed and make a better roll of it and then try it out. I'm also so mad that I didn't get the ornament for this thing. I want them to bring that back. Outlast with Dragonfly. That seems pretty cool for PvE. I don't know if I'll keep it though, but it's the only one I have now that I deleted the old one. Yeah, I'll keep it. Why not? Oh yeah, I wanted to try both of these out because I know Discord's pretty cool because it refunds bullets. And Shot Swap's also cool because it gives more handling. So I'm probably going to try both of these and then decide which one I'm going to delete because they both have Opening Shot. And I've never used this shotgun before, so I'm probably going to keep those. I just recently tried this thing and I absolutely love it. Definitely one of my new favorite snipers, and I'm probably going to make a video on it too also. I haven't tried this yet, but it has Volt Shot on it, which is pretty funny. So I'll probably try that out and then decide if I want to delete it or not. God Roll Bug Out Bag with max range, definitely keeping that. PvE god roll. This is the only Mercurial that I have. I'm definitely going to try to focus some more, but as Snapshot, I'll keep it. Dynamic Eye of the Storm, I'll keep that. Adagio Combined Action. I definitely want to make a video on this thing too, because it can 2-tap. This one has Zen Moment. This one has Zen Moment Kill Clip. I don't think Offhand Strike's that good, so I'll probably delete this one. This is a pretty crazy roll. Incandescent Elemental, I'll keep that. This is my PvE Igneous with Incandescent. I'll also keep that. Explosive, probably delete that. Precision, I'll keep that. This is my God Roll Heliocentric. I grinded for this thing for quite a while because I wanted to make a video on it, but I still haven't done it. This is a PvP God Roll, and then, oh yeah, this is the PvE God Roll with Demolitionist Incandescent. I'm definitely keeping both of those. I love that thing. Under Pressure, Opening Shot. This is like a Eye of Soul at home, but the roll seems pretty cool, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to keep that, though. The Scholar, PvE roll, I'll keep that. Uzume with Snap Precision, definitely keep that. That's a really nice roll. Wait, I have 2 of the same. Hold on. Max range, pretty much. This doesn't have more range. This one has way better barrels, so I'll probably delete this one. PvE god roll, also pretty good PvE roll. I think I'll keep all 3. Actually, I don't really see myself using this one though, so I'll probably delete this one. This roll is really fun. The synergy between Subsistence and Onslaught is just so nice because Onslaught lets you shoot faster and Subsistence basically makes it so that you never have to reload as long as you're killing things. So this roll is really fun. This is a PvP roll and this is another PvP roll. I'll probably delete this one, to be honest. Really fun PvE roll. Enlightened Action, Incandescent. That's pretty good. Distorting Nades. Definitely keep that. That's it. This is also a god roll. I mean, these two both have Incandescent, but they both serve different purposes. Because this one has Spike, and then this one has Blinding Nades. This has Proximity, though. I think I'll just delete this one. Because this is basically both combined into one. I can use Disorienting if I want to, and I can use Proximity if I just want to do more damage. Yeah, I'll just keep these two. My god roll, Lunas, that I still haven't made a video on. This is a funny roll, Hill Clip, Kill Clip. I want to try that out too. This is my new Recluse god roll. That's really nice with these 2 perks. That gives you Overshield and just makes everything blow up. Really fun to use. I just tried it out. Pretty good Forbearance. LCs with Kill Clip. I'm going to keep this one because I think Kill Clip is still going to make this thing a lot more viable because it's getting nerfed next season. Season and Headseeker is still going to be good, but it doesn't do as much damage as Kill Clip. And Desperado Zen, that's just a really good roll. I'll keep both of these. I still don't have the Headseeker Zen roll. I just realized I should probably grind for that and try it before it gets nerfed. Luna's Howl with Slide Shot Incandescent. Ooh, PvP got a roll also. I should also definitely make a video on this thing. I haven't tried it out in PvP yet, but I think this is pretty much the PvP god roll, aside from Slide Opening. But I have both of them. Definitely keeping this. I've used this thing a lot in PvE. This is the main one that I use in PvE, actually. I have Eye of the Storm opening and Slide Shot opening. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping this roll. This roll, I don't even know why I'm keeping this. Oh, max range. Yeah, I mean, I have so many shinies, but this is the only one with the damage perk and Slide Shot. I'll keep it. And then, you know, Mag Howl and Subsistence. I mean, these two perks are just insane combo for PvE, but I still haven't tried it out yet. These are all god rolls, actually. I'll keep them. And this is the new Recluse, which is why I deleted the old one. God roll Forbearance, but this one's a shiny and this one's a normal one. I'll keep both of them. God roll No Hezi. I'm pretty sure this is a god roll. Grants Restoration and combined with Incandescent. Yeah, I'll probably keep that. Wait, I have two of the same. Oh, this one's max range. And this one is handling. I'll delete this one. Survey with Volt Shot. I'll keep that. Really good for PvE. Also pretty good. I'll keep that. This thing's pretty fun for PvE. I've only used it a little bit, but it's pretty fun. I'll keep it. Martyrs with Incandescent Envious. That seems pretty good. I use this one quite a bit. Heal clip on this thing and healing every time you reload, which you do in every shot, is just insane. You literally never die as long as you're just shooting things with this. Archer's Tempo Precision. Yeah. Archer's Tempo Dragonfly. Those two seem pretty solid. I'll keep both. I have 4 of these Claws of the Wolf, though. That's PvE god roll. This is a really nice PvP roll. Also a pretty crazy combination. Double damage perks. And Snapshot. I mean, I have Elemental Zen, so there's kind of no point of Snap Zen, to be honest. I'll delete this one. Shadow Price for PvE with Attrition Demo. I only have one of these and it seems kind of cool, so I'll keep it. Another Uzume. I don't know. I think you can one body with Golden Tricorn, and that's why I was keeping this. My 2 God Roll Riposts, Zen Moment Target Lock, and Zen Moment Kill Clip. Gotta keep those. These are too nice. Probably my favorite auto rifle in the game. The rapid fire on this thing just feels so insane, and with Kill Clip and Zen Moment, it just absolutely melts. I have to make a video on this thing too. I barely used it. Clear of 1, I'll keep that. Hush with Golden Tricorn Impulse. Yeah, definitely deleting that. I don't know what that's definitely not a good roll. Successful warm-up, Archer's Gambit. That's pretty good. Also really good. And that's PvE god roll. Okay, I'll probably keep all 3 of them. Why not? We're like pretty much halfway to my goal, so I don't really think I'm going to be able to delete 100 items because we're pretty much almost done with the vault. There's only like 6 pages left, so we'll see. Slick Draw Compass, I love this roll. I know a lot of people hate Slick Draw, but to me this thing feels insane. It's so consistent. Definitely keeping that. And here's like the normal god roll with Threat Opening. Definitely keeping that. This is pretty good for PvE with Trench Barrel. This is a max range roll, like 98 range. You can actually use Rifle Barrel on this thing because Slick Draw negates the handling penalty of it. So it's kind of, I don't know. This is a kind of crazy roll. I'll definitely keep that too. I have too many of these though. I need to delete at least one of them. Slick Vorpal. Okay, I'll get rid of this one. So at least I can delete one, but all the rest of these are really good rolls. I'm going to keep all of them. Truth Teller, that's a crazy roll. Also a really crazy roll. Disruption and Disorienting Nades. Damn, I should use this thing more in PvE. I've never used it, but it's masterworked. Overflow Incan, just a really fun roll. Elemental Keep Away, really good roll. PvE God roll. Slick Draw Volt Shot. I enhanced this thing? I don't even remember that. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like that could be kind of crazy. Discord Chain Reaction, that's definitely pretty good for PvE. And Threat Detector Volt Shot. I mean, this roll is 68 range. This one has a bit less. This one can go way higher on the range, 74. I don't know. Like, I really like Slick Draw. I'll probably just try them both out and decide which one of these I'll delete. I'll definitely delete one of these though. Noxious Verter, that's a really good PvE roll. I'll probably delete that. Also really good PvE roll. I don't know though. I mean, this is probably better on Titan, and this is probably just better overall because it spawns orbs. I'll keep both. God roll, Vantage Point. I got this really early on, and I still haven't made a video on it. I definitely got to do that, but this roll is insane. Lone Wolf Headseeker. Keep Away Desperado. This also seems like a really nice roll, to be honest. I'll also keep that. I have 2 God roll Scavenger Fades. What's different? This one's pretty much max range. Oh, this one has extended mag. Oh yeah, I wanted to try this out for Hunter because of the extra AE that this gives you. Honestly, I'll probably keep both of them. Discord Closing Time, that's a roll I wanted to try out because Discord's pretty good. I'll probably try it. If I don't like it, I'll delete it. And then PvE God roll Repulsor and Destabilizing. I have quite a few plug ones. Under Pressure Kickstart, Volt Shot. I'll try this out in PvE. This will probably be the one I delete though. Under Pressure is really good. Feeding Frenzy, Control Burst. I'll delete that. Slideways. I don't think I'm really going to be using that much. I'll probably only use the Under Pressure one for PvP and try Volt Shot out for PvE. I'll probably delete this one too. PvP Reckless Oracle, definitely keeping that. Zealot's Reward with Destabilizing Rampage. I don't really like that roll. Ancient Gospel with... Oh yeah, I just got this from doing bonus chests. This is a funny roll. I'll probably keep that too, to be honest. This is like PvE God Roll, Prophet of Doom, Envious Trench Barrel. I'll keep that. 1-2 Punch Reconstruction. I'm also keeping all my Prophets that are new so that I can craft it and just like turn them all into red borders because I don't really feel like grinding the raid, so I just do bonus chests, and if I get a Prophet of Doom, I keep it. So if I get a Prophet of Doom from doing bonus chests, I just keep it and then slap a Deep Sight Harmonizer on it. Omniscient Eye with Lone Wolf Precision. This seems like a pretty good roll. I'll keep that. Lone Wolf Multi-Kill Clip, also a pretty good PvP roll. This is the PvP God roll, Zen Moment Headseeker. I'll keep both of these and just try which one I like more. Multi-Kill Clip, I'll probably delete because I don't really like reloading for damage. I definitely want Lone Wolf Headseeker. That would probably be the absolute god roll for this thing, but both of these are pretty good, so I'll keep them. Opening Shot, moving on this thing, keeping that. This is a funny roll. Heal Clip though, I'll probably delete that. Offhand Strike, Fire from the Hip. Oh, it's only after final blows. Probably delete that too. Where's my God Roll Legato? This one has Heal Clip on it. I kind of wanted to try it out. It also has Extended Mag. Lone Wolf Warple. It has a Reload Masterwork. I'll probably delete this one, to be honest. I don't know why I have it locked. Alright, now we move on to my Veletas, and I have quite a few of these. This is the absolute god roll in my opinion. This exact roll, Snapshot, Closing Time, a Pennant Mag so you get more closing time, and Arrowhead Break because it's just the best barrel for snipers. It gives you more handling and it controls the recoil. This to me is pretty much the 5 out of 5. Lone Wolf Closing Time, this one's pretty much perfect. It also has a Pennant Mag if I want to do that. I wanted to try this one out because of Withering Gaze. I'll probably end up deleting this one, but I just want to try it out because I know ADSing for longer weakens people. I don't really know what that does in PvP, so I just want to try it out. Another Lone Wolf Closing Time roll. This one's also really good, but I think my other one is better. Yeah, this one's just better. I'll delete this one. Lone Wolf Opening Shot. What the hell? I would keep this, but Closing Time is just better, so I'll probably delete this one, to be honest. Another Lone Wolf Closing Time roll. Actually upgrade. Oh yeah, this is the one that I used for the video that I just made. I only got 1 kill on it, and I just went back to Snapshot because Lone Wolf just doesn't feel good in 6s. If you're playing like Trials, or you're playing Comp, or Free-For-All especially, it's probably better than Snapshot, but I mostly play 6s, so I just didn't really like it. This roll, I think, is better. Yeah, it is. Okay, well, I'll delete this one. Damn, I didn't know I had this many god rolls for this thing. Snapshot Vorpal, definitely keeping that. Slick. Oh yeah, I like this roll as like a shotgun. I tried this out a little bit and I was only no-scoping with it and it was actually kind of crazy. Attrition Volt Shot, really good PvE roll. I want to try this out in PvP, Adagio Lone Wolf. And this is pretty much like the all-around best PvP roll. Like you could replace Zen Moment for Lone Wolf, but I do really like the way Zen Moment feels on sidearms, so I'll probably just try both of these out, see which one I prefer, then delete one. I have a bunch of these Arcane Embraces. Precision Instrument, Precision 4th Time. This seems like a really good PvE roll. Lone Wolf. PvP maybe? I don't know, but I kind of want to keep that. My only Closing Time roll. I didn't get Lone Wolf Closing Time on this because I just didn't play the event that much. I'll probably keep that. And Desperado. Yeah, this one can probably go. Lone Wolf Incandescent, crazy roll. My other God Roll Mecha Braid with the new God Roll on it, instead of Snap Opening, it's Lone Wolf Closing Time. Definitely gonna make a video on this thing too, because the God Roll I have is just perfect. And then I have more of a PvE roll with Demo Volt Shot. I'll probably keep both. Okay, I have a couple of these new glaives. This is the exact roll. Which one's better? This one also has Volt Shot, but it's a reload speed masterwork. This one's a what? Shield duration? I don't really care about shield duration. I don't know. Damn. Do I have another Volt Shot roll? I do. Ooh, okay. I'll delete this one. Desperate Measures. I know this perk's actually pretty decent on glaives. I want to experiment with glaives because I haven't really used them much. So I'm probably going to keep most of these and just try them out. And then, once again, see what's better and then delete what I don't like. Definitely keeping that. That's a crazy combo. And then, this is also kind of a crazy combo because Closing Time is just really good on special weapons. But collective action, collecting elemental pickups or throwing a strand tangle, this would go kind of crazy on like a strand hunter PvP build, I feel like. Doing more damage because of that. I'm definitely going to try that. And if I don't like it, I'll probably delete it. If I do like it, I'll keep it, make a video on it. Here's the new Guttural Glacio. I'm pretty sure this is a 5 out of 5. More range. Probably would have wanted fluted here for more handling because the range is already insane and you have closing time, but still good enough. I'm definitely going to be making a video on this thing soon. I'll have a couple of these though. I do want to try this out for PvE. I also want to compare these two, under pressure closing time and slide shot closing time. Another PvE Guttural. I mean, these are virtually the same. Yeah. This one does have Vorpal though. I don't know. Once again, I'll try both of those out and delete whatever one I will like less. Another Guttural, under pressure control burst. Yeah, I don't know. After I make the video on this one, I'll try all of them out, and then whatever one I like the least, I'll delete. And now we're finally getting to heavy weapons. All right, Sleeper Simulant. I don't really use this thing. I'm gonna delete it. If I ever use it, I'll probably just pull it from collections. Old Guttural Bad Omens. This is just such an old weapon, and I'm gonna keep it. Old Apex Predator, keeping that. My OG Hammerhead that I just never really used. And it's just one of those old weapons that I just don't really want to delete. One of these days, I'm gonna make like a full nostalgia loadout and use like Mindbenders, this thing, and spare rations. So I'm definitely gonna keep this. And now we finally move on to the heavies with only, I think, one other page left. I'm not going to do armor for this video because I go through armor all the time and everything I have here is pretty much a Guttural piece of armor. So I don't really feel like going over armor, so I'm just going to end the video once we go through all the heavies. All right. I don't really pay much attention to heavy weapons. When it comes to DPS, I'll just use whatever is best. I don't really experiment much because I don't play that much PvE. And for the most part, I usually just use what's meta or swords. All right. Old Avalanche. I have a much better new one of these, so this one's definitely getting deleted. Old 7 Seraph. Probably never going to use this thing. Old Tomorrow's Answer. Lasting Impression. I don't think that's good. Deleting that. This is a Guttural. Definitely keeping that. Not deleting any of my raid weapons though. These are both pretty good. I do use both of these pretty oftenly. Don't really use this, but it's a raid weapon. I like this roll. That's a pretty fun roll. I think this is still decent. I don't know if Lasting Impression still is good, but everything on here seems pretty good. Definitely keeping that. Probably not. Definitely keeping that. Adapt. Definitely keeping that. This is a pretty nice roll. That's also fun. Definitely keeping that. Hothead with Lasting Impression. Yeah. This is the new one that Banshee was giving out for free. This is a Guttural. I like this for PvP sometimes. That's also pretty good. I'm pretty sure this is also one of those weapons that I can pull from collections, I think. But I like the roll on it, and I do use it sometimes. Definitely keeping all these swords. I love these. My Galahorn that I still don't have the catalyst for because I'm too lazy to get it. Don't really know what this thing is. Tarnation. Deleting that. It's a 900 RPM. I'll keep it. Yeah. Chill Clip Impulse. That seems really good. Keeping that. Explosive Light. Yeah. Also pretty good. Oh, it does have double perks. I'll keep that. Storm Chaser. Pretty good roll. Volt Shot. I mean, for a DPS weapon, I don't think Volt Shot really matters much. I'll probably get rid of that. Keeping that. Keeping that. That's a really good roll. That's also really good. That's a really fun roll. Envious Incandescent. Oh my god, I gotta use that more. Chain Reaction. Also Chain Reaction. I haven't used this Cataphract much. Should probably use it more. 900 RPM. Keep that. That's a pretty good roll. That's a pretty good roll. I don't think I've ever used this thing, so I'll probably delete that. That's a really good roll. Slide Shot Bipod. That looks kind of funny. Reconstruction Bipod. And another... Oh, okay, I have two of the same. Gotta delete one of these. Probably delete this one. Keep both of those. This one, Demo Hatchling, yeah. Pretty good Edge Transit. That's a really good Falling Guillotine. I use this a lot in PvP. Also use that in PvP. Also use that in PvP. That's pretty good. This is okay. Yeah, I'll keep that too. My Eager Edge, Falling Guillotine, probably my most used heavy weapon in the game. Definitely keeping that. Cold Steel Relentless, keep that. Clown Cartridge, Firing Line. That's pretty good. Reservoir Burst, yeah. That's like a PvP roll. If I ever use this in PvP. Bait and Switch. That's really good. I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, this is a Guttural. Definitely keeping that. Bait and Switch Rewind. Also really good. Reconstruction Bait and Switch. Yep. I have two of them. What the hell? This one's pretty much perfect. And this is the exact same roll. Okay, I'll just delete this one. Good Ad Clear. This is like the secondary Guttural to this. And then also a Guttural. Chill Clip Headstone. Yeah, that seems fun. Guttural Bittersweet, also a really good roll. Keep this for Iron Banner, also a Guttural, pretty good. Probably delete this one. Bait and Switch Envious, that's a gotta roll. That's also a gotta roll. And Cold Steel. And that's it. That's the last. Damn, I only deleted 70 after all of that. I've been recording for like an hour now. Jesus. Well, that was quite the journey. I didn't even get to delete 100 weapons, but at least I was able to make some space for next expansion or DLC or whatever. And I'm pretty sure the next part of the current season we're in comes out in a few days. Yeah, 9 days till the next act, and there's going to be new weapons during this time. So it was a pretty good time to make some space. Alright, well that's about it for this video. That took a very long time, so definitely making a video kind of justifies sitting here for an hour and a half going through my vault. I don't know if anyone made it to the end of this video, but if you did, I love you. Anyways, that's enough vault cleaning for me for today. I finally made some space for 2025 and next act. Anyways, if you somehow enjoyed this third monitor ass video, subscribe. Aside from that, I hope you had a good holidays, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.